What's going on, guys? Today we're going to be doing a comparison video on two of the most popular wet-dry vacuums out there. So this is the UWANT D100 and this is the Tineco S5. And the whole purpose of this video is just to give you an informed buying decision. If you were looking to pick up one of these two, I'm just going to be going over the main differences that I see between the two. Now, as we take a first look at these are very similar machines. Like, as you can see, they are very much the same size. One of the main differences is going to be the water tanks. So on the D100 here, the water tank's on the back, and it's a combined dirty and clean water tank. So comes out just like this, has a filter just like this one does, but it's a combination. So on the back, it's separated. On the back, you have your clean water. On the front will be your dirty water. So it's a single tank, where the Tineco, you have your clean water tank on the back, just comes out just like that. And then your dirty water is going to be here on the front. Moving on to the handles here, they are a little different. So on the Tineco, it's just a fixed handle. Like, you just move it, the handle's not moving or anything like that. Whereas on the D100, we have this sort of ergonomic handle. So when we're moving it around, this actually, you can detach it like this. And now it's just like, it just makes it easier to move it around, and then you can go ahead and lock it back into place. Another major difference is how low you can actually get to maybe like get under furniture or something. So on the Tineco, you can see as we go lower, that top's going to go ahead and lift up. So we can't like fully get under, say, furniture. Whereas on the D100, we can fully go all the way and, get under that furniture, no problem. Using these is very similar. So we're going to start with the D100. There's two buttons right here. The front one is going to be your power. So you turn it on.
UWANT D100 at your service.
And it is going to give you that visual cue, as you can see, and it's going to go into auto mode. Now you can use this second button right here to switch between your different modes. So you have auto mode, then you have turbo, and then you do get a dry mode. So the dry mode won't put any solution down or anything like that. And of course, again, you get that screen there to show you which mode you're on, how much battery life you have, and everything like that. The Tineco is very similar. So we have two buttons right here. Your front button is going to be your power button, and then this button back here is going to be your mode button. So we'll go ahead and turn this on. And when we do that, you can see the screen turns on, lets us know how much battery level, and it's going to go into auto mode as well. Now, there's only auto mode and then like a turbo mode. So auto mode will detect what's on the ground, and then turbo mode will go ahead and just be full blast, like full solution, everything. So you just hit the mode button right here, do that. And as you can see, it does go into that turbo mode. So now it's time to go ahead and use these machines. Now we'll be running them on their auto mode through 3 different cleaning scenarios. Now, when it comes to cleaning performance, as you can see, both of these are going to be very similar. I think the performance is the same across both of them. They clean up both wet and dry messes, no problem. When it comes to sort of like bigger things, sort of like those eggshells, you may have to lift up the machines to kind of put them on top of the eggshells, but they will pick them up. So on the ground here are our 2 charging docks, and they are quite different. So we're going to start with the Tineco here. And what you have to do is you have to lift it up and put it in.
Charging.
And it's going to go ahead and charge. And then it will detect if it needs to auto clean or not. Now, if you want to run the cleaning cycle, there's just a button right here on the top. You press that, it will go ahead and run the cleaning cycle. Now, with the D100, it is a little bit different. So all you have to do is just bring it in here and just roll it in. You roll it in, go like that.
Start charging.
And it's going to go ahead and charge. And it's also going to detect if it needs to run the cleaning cycle or not. You can also run the cleaning cycle manually. There's a button right here. You just press that and you run that cleaning cycle. Now, when you do run the cleaning cycle on both of these, it will go ahead and clean those rollers as well. It will deposit all of the dirty water and everything into your tanks, so then you go ahead and empty those out. Now, if you did have like a really big mess, you're probably going to want to clean the rollers manually. And if you ever need to replace them, each one of them does come with an extra roller. Now, all you have to do on each one, and they're actually very, very similar. So this is the Tineco right here. And you just take this off and then you go like this and then you pull the roller off. You can actually see some of the eggs and stuff down in there. And then you're probably going to want to clean this out as well. Now with the D100, again, very similar. Let's move it over here. We go ahead and we take this off right here. Now there is a button on the side. So there's a button, the white button right there. You press that. That releases the roller. And you can go like that and move it out and then pull it off. And the interesting thing about the D100 is this is the actual motor. So on the Tineco, the motor is like in the back. This motor can actually be washed. It's actually waterproof. So you can go ahead and wash this, which is nice. But again, you can take rollers off both of them and easily go ahead and clean them. When it comes to emptying your dirty water tanks, they're easy for both units. So we're going to start with the Tineco. And remember, this is a single dirty water tank. It's not a combined one like the other one. So there's a button right here. Press that down and lift up. So we press it down and lift up. And all of your like shells and everything would be in here. So you clean that out. And then you just dump your dirty water out. And you're going to want to go ahead and clean this out. So put some soap in here. Go ahead and clean this out. Now for the D100, it is a little bit different because this is our combined tank. So we have our clean water on this side. Dirty water is going to be on this side. This one's very much the same. There's a button. You guys can see it right there. There's a button. Press it down and pull up. And this whole thing is going to go ahead and come out. I'll go ahead and show it to you guys. But this will be where all of like your shells and everything like that is right here. And one thing that's different about this one does have a deodorizing stick in here. So if you ever forget to empty this out, so all of your dirty water is going to be in here. You just dump that out. You're going to want to clean it out. But if you ever forget or you don't clean it well enough or there's something like stuck down inside, you do have this deodorizing stick, which goes right back in, just keeps it smelling clean. I've had like a lot of wet dry vacuums in the past where like if I forget to clean it or I don't clean it well enough, it starts to smell. This deodorizing stick like just mitigates all of that, which is really nice. And then put it back together. Super simple. And again, this is the combination tank. As we come to the end here, I have to say that these are both solid choices if you are looking for a wet dry vacuum. They both do pretty much the same job when it comes to cleaning. Like there's not much difference. They're going to clean up your messes, no problem. I think where the D100 sort of beats out the Tineco is that the ease of use features. The ergonomic handle is just great and it just makes moving it around a lot easier. On top of that, this can go under things. So if you spill something and it spills like under something, this probably won't get it and this one will. So I definitely like that. And another big thing, especially if you have kids who are like cleaning up and then they forget to clean out the dirty water tank, you do have that deodorizing stick in there, which just makes things a lot easier. So if I was to choose, I would choose the D100, but both of these are really good.